Where was I going with that? Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary, and today's video is going to be my monthly Shop My Stash box. If you're new around here, I do this every single month. I have a playlist that I will link in the card or down below with all of my Shop My Stashes, and basically the point of this style of video is to encourage me to use makeup that I already have, makeup that I might not reach for if I have my whole collection sitting in front of me. So I don't know if I've explained this before. My makeup is in a chest of drawers in my bedroom, but I do my makeup every morning in the office. So I keep my box and then my little plastic organizer with my stuff that I'm using that month in my office. And that just encourages me even more to like use what I have. And then if I really like, say I don't have like this month, spoiler alert, I don't have a black eyeliner because I'm just not feeling like I want to use that. But if I need to, I can go up and get it. And so it's kind of funny because at the end of every month, I wind up with like an extra palette in here because I don't usually take it back out, or like an extra lipstick or a red lip liner because I wanted to use that one day or something like that. So I'll just end up with like a bunch of extra random stuff in my box, but I feel like it does actually serve the purpose that I intended it for. For this video, I'm actually going to introduce my Project Pan stuff first, but I'm not going to show it to you because of spoilers or whatever. If you haven't seen my Project Pan video, I will link that for you in case you want to watch it. But I do have a brow highlighter from Wet n Wild that'll stay in here, a blush from Tower 28. I'm not showing it to you because I don't want to spoil anything. My Melt Vita palette, as well as my NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. So I have these in this box as well. So these are all staying in here, obviously. And then I'm going to start with my base like I always do and move base, eyes, lips, etc. So for base products, I keep my sunscreen and my moisturizer in here. This is just the Neutrogena Clear Face Broad Spectrum 30 SPF sunscreen. And then this is Simple Kind of Skin Daily Moisturizer. Nothing special. I'm not very fancy with that kind of thing. But that's in here. For foundations, I have the Too Faced Born This Way Matte. I tested this, was it my Welcome Back Sephora haul video? I'll link it so you can watch it if you're interested. But yeah, I have this in the shade Vanilla, and it is a little, I'm wearing it today. It's a little too deep for me. You can't really tell because I was able to clean it up with concealer. But as the months go on, I'm going to be getting paler and paler because it's winter where I live, or I guess it's fall where I live, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to add in my Dermablend Flawless Creator Drops. I have this in the lightest shade, I think. 10 Neutral. This is pretty yellow in my opinion. Even as a person with like a yellow base to my skin, this is like, it's always too pale for me, so I mix it into foundations that are too deep for me. But anyways, there's those for my foundations. For concealers, I have here my Bobbi Brown Under Eye Corrector. I have the shade Porcelain Peach. Just looks like that. And I have this in there for concealer to cover up my eye bags. I also have two of my concealers that are almost out. So I have the NYX Born to Glow. This is in the shade Vanilla. This is like my favorite concealer at the moment. This is what I had all this month, the month of September. And I just love this concealer. So when it runs out, I am planning on buying another one. The applicator kind of bugs me. It's like a sponge, but I think the color is good. The formula is really good. If you haven't tried this, I would definitely recommend it. I have like normal skin. It leans a little dry in the winter, a little more combination oily in the summer on like the perimeter of my face, or I guess like my forehead and like this area. But I also am throwing in my Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is it was an Ulta exclusive. I don't even know if they still make this, but it's like the double-ended, so it's got like a primer on this end and then like concealer on this end. I have way more of the primer left because I always forget to use it. So I think once it's fully out of concealer, which can you even tell? It's like basically out now. Like there's stuff down at the bottom. I might have to learn how to do the stopper removal. I've never done that before, but I might have to do that with this just so I can really use both of these all the way up. And then move them out of my collection so I don't have as many concealers just lying around. I think once those are out, I'll only have one concealer left, which is pretty exciting for me, a person who hoards things. So for brows, I say this every time as well, I just have a NYX brow pencil. So that's what I use for my brows. And then I have this Benefit brow gel that I've been using that's actually really nice. I'm really enjoying this. So those are the eyebrow things. For face powder, you haven't seen this before. This is kind of a spoiler for a video that's going to come up, that hopefully will come up this month. I've got a lot of videos planned this month, and I don't know, my schedule's just out the window, basically. Not my, like, upload schedule, but, like, the list of videos I had planned on doing is just completely, you know, up in smoke. But this is the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass powder in the shade Banana. I've never used kimchi makeup before, but I placed an order on Labor Day for their sale. And I got a couple things. They're all in the box because I'm going to use them for a video this month. So I have the powder. And then for bronzer and like contouring things, I have this, which is my NYX HD concealer in a deeper shade. This is almost gone, so I'm going to use this to contour with. I also have the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. This I've used quite a bit of, but this is one of my favorite bronzers. So I've got this in here this month. And I also have some Nudestix stuff. So I have my Nudestix bronzer. This is the Nudies Matte All Over Face Bronzer in the shade Beach Babe. If you haven't seen my Nudestix video, I have a video testing Nudestix. I'll have that linked in the card down below in case you're interested in watching that. I have this bronzer in here. I have everything that I own by Nudestix in here this month because I've been really enjoying using it. I also have my Nudestix highlighter. This is the shade 24 Karat Goddess. So that's in there. And I've got these stored in their little tins, but the tins are kind of annoying, but I'm going to use them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then I have the lip and cheek gels in the shade Babe and Crave. That's not the right one. Babe and Crave. So they are just these shades. Again, if you want to see like a demo of me using them, it's in that video. I also have this liquid highlight. This is the Ilia Liquid Light Serum Highlighter in Astrid. This is an open foil pack, so I want to use it up before it goes bad. I don't know if it would, but like because it's been opened, I used that in my Back to Sephora sale haul, whatever it's called, which should be linked somewhere, but if you want to see how that wears, it's in that video. And then I have a highlight palette. This was in there last time. This is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit with the busted mirror. I just want to get a bunch of use out of this year because I have had this now 5 years, I think, and it's getting really old, so I think it's time to say goodbye to this. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sad about it, but these are also really glittery highlights, so I'm moving away from that point in my life where I love a really glittery highlight into more of a like natural sheen. But I did want to just give this like its last hurrah, and then at the end of the year, I'm going to get rid of it. And I think that's all for face products. As always, if I forget something, which I inevitably do in every video, I will just bring it up at the end. Let's move on to eyes. We'll do palettes first. I have quite a bit of palettes this time. So I didn't put very many palettes in here last month, but I did end up getting most of them out anyways. And 2 of these are for videos. So I have this Kimchi I Am Feeling Sweet palette, which is, I haven't used this yet, but I'm making a video with it, so I'm going to use it. And it's just a very neutral color story. I was finding that I don't have, not that I don't have very many neutrals, but I used to use my 120 color palette from BH Cosmetics for everything. And so I've been spending this year, basically this year and some of last year, just purchasing here and there palettes that are smaller with like color stories that I can use so that I can take things traveling and just have something to use. So I did get this and I'm very excited about it. It's nice, like solid pink plastic packaging. I like cardboard packaging because it's recyclable, but I do appreciate the sturdy feel of a plastic packaging. So anyways, keep your eyes peeled for a kimchi video. Then another thing that I already made a video with. This is the Makeup Obsessions Green Goddess 2 palette. So it's just a green color story. And a video with this is coming very soon. It was supposed to go up in September and then it didn't go up. So what are you gonna do about that? I don't know. But it'll go up in the middle of October, probably. So just keep your eyes out for that if you're interested. If you're interested in that, you can go ahead and subscribe. And that's how you'll see it. I also have my Bobbi Brown Nude Drama 2, which I already have a video with, so I'll have that linked in the card down below. This is one of my favorite palettes. This is such an easy go-to everyday palette for me. I'm obsessed. Speaking of go-to easy everyday palettes for me, this is the palette I'm using today. This is the, I always want to call it the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, but it's the Makeup Revolution iHeart Revolution, good grief. It's the iHeart Revolution like knockoff of the chocolate bar palettes. And this one is in the Color Story Chocolate Truffle. But it smells like chocolate, and it, in my opinion, this is a really good formula. So I would recommend this palette if you don't already have it. And then I have the Violet Voss Matte Vibes palette in here. This is just all matte, mostly warm neutrals. There's some like cooler shades, but for the most part it's pretty warm and like orange and red based. I do use these two shades mixed to contour my cheeks. I don't think I'm doing it today, but it's so embarrassing that I can't remember. It's only been like 4 hours since I put my makeup on. But I do really like this palette as well, and I like using it, and I use that like really pale shade to set my under eyes sometimes if I feel like I need a little more coverage. So there's that. Okay, I also have my Charlotte Tilbury Uptown Girl because I'm obsessed with using this right now. It's just so nice for like a cool toned, easy look. Yes, highly recommend the Charlotte Tilbury quads. They're really pricey, but I recommend if you can buy them on offer, or if you are comfortable using used makeup. I got mine from Glambot, and that's also where I got my Urban Decay bronzer. I love Glambot and would highly recommend it to anyone who doesn't mind using gently used makeup that's been sanitized. That's just my spiel. Okay, I'm drinking some coffee. I've been drinking so much more coffee recently. It's ridiculous. As far as primers go, I did buy a NYX glitter primer, so I'm really excited about that because the Green Goddess 2 palette has a pressed glitter in it. And so in order to use it, I wanted to have a primer so that I could be a really good judge of it. But yes, I have this now, and I'm pretty excited about that, so that's staying in here. And I just have my Smashbox 24-hour primer in here because I find that colorful makeup lasts a lot better when you have a primer, an actual primer. I don't know if it's just, I use concealer sometimes as primers, but I feel like the color payoff just doesn't stay quite as well as when you use an eye primer. It's just my opinion, but it is what it is. For singles, I have an Ulta Single Shadow in the shade Autumn. This is just like a burnt orange color, like an orangey red terracotta almost. And then I have the Urban Decay Single Shadow. This is the Moon Dust Shadow in Midnight Cowboy. And I have the same brand, same name, whatever, in Mushroom. So I have these in case I want to use them. I also have some eyeliners. So I have two liquid liners. I have my ColourPop BFF liner in Numero Uno, which is just the black. And then I have this Hard Candy liner. Both of these are pretty much dried out, so I need to buy a new liquid liner. If you have a recommendation, I would love to hear it. I also have this Urban Decay Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Wild Side, which is like a pink glitter shade. For mascaras, I have my Too Faced Damn Girl because it's almost out, and then I have my Revlon Volumizing because it's been opened and I need to use it before it goes off. So I have both of those in here. I guess we're moving on to lips now. So for lip products, for traditional bullet lipsticks, I have a few. I have 6. I like having options with lips. Can you tell? For pinks, I have just one. I have this bright pink from Sephora Rouge Collection. This is in the shade Unfaithful, and it's like a really, really bright pink, just in case I want it. I don't know if I'll ever, not ever, I use it sometimes, but I don't know if I'll use it this month, but just in case, we'll see. For nudes, I have this mauve-y, it's called Nearly Nude. I have no idea what brand this is, and this is like melting and old. Can you see? It's so gross. But I probably will get rid of this at the end of the year as well, but I wanted to have some opportunities to use it. Then I have this shade called Mauve It Up, which is pretty much just a purple. This is, oh gosh, really sheer, but it's from, is this Maybelline? Yes, it's a Maybelline lipstick that I've had for years, pretty much. Then I have a KKW Nude. I have Nude 8, which is like this really nice chocolatey brown. So I have that. I'm pretty excited about that because it's fall. Then I have the Almay Lip Vibes in Rise Up. Is that right? Yes. And this is like a gray topper. And I felt like this would be good if I wanted to do any like Halloween makeup, like ghostly or like undead, because it is like, gives you like a blue-gray tint. But it's also really pretty to put on top of, or to mix in with like a lighter nude because it makes it like a grayish color. And then I have this Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers black lipstick. I think the shade is called Blackout, but This isn't the best black lipstick, but I find that if you use like a black eye pencil and then fill in with that, it gives a better like look. Because I feel like just a black eye pencil by itself is too matte for me personally and drying. But with this on top, it's nice and moisturizing. So pretty excited about that. And again, it's spooky season, so I feel like a black lipstick, I could do that at this point in my life and this point in the calendar year. For non-traditional forms of lipsticks, I have a Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Undefeated, which is just a bright purple. And I have my two Makeup Forever Artist Nude Creams. I have the shade 1 and 6. So 6 is called Nude and 1 is called Uncovered. So I really like these a lot. Then for glosses, I have 4. I have my Tower 28 Clear Gloss. I also have a Kimchi this is a Kimchi Chic High Key Gloss in the shade Cherry, which is just a bright red. So I'm planning on using this again when I do my kimchi video. Keep your eye out for it. And then I have an Ulta Jelly Gloss. This isn't a formula that I love, but I want to give it more of a shot, so I'm keeping it in here. Yeah, this isn't my favorite formula, but again, I have the shade Sunshine, so I just want to keep it in here so I make sure that I'm using it. And I have the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine in 1993, which is just a brown gloss, which I felt like would be nice if I wanted to put a brown gloss on top of my brown lipstick. And I just realized I forgot to mention my Nude Sticks eye pencils that I have in here, so I'm going to do that now. So, again, I did a full Nude Sticks video, so I'm not going to go too in depth, but I have the, it's called Sun and Sea, their palette. It was limited edition. I don't know if it's still available, but I bought it at the end of August, and it was still available then. And it's this blue color, which is Côte d'Azur. I don't speak French. Then we have Sunrise Star, which is like a shimmery peachy shade. And then we have 2 matte shades in La Isla and Desert Sun. And these are both just like, there's like a more mustardy toned brown and then like a reddish coral shade. And again, I did a full look with Nude Sticks that I will have linked, so you can watch it if you're interested. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put everything back in the box, and then I'll show you what the box looks like fully stuffed. BRB. I've put everything back in the box, so this is what my box is looking like. It's a little more stuffed than it was last month, but ooh, there she is. Foundations, eye palettes, face palette, my Nude Sticks, and my face powder are in there, and of course my priming stuff. And then we have this plastic container. So we have lip and eye pencils, some concealers and stuff, lip products that don't fit over here in the lip product section, my bronzer, my Charlotte Tilbury powder, my single shadows, and this other concealer. Ta-da! So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to this point, congratulations. You should probably hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe because that means you like seeing content from me. Leave a comment down below if you have used any of these products or if you like any of these products. If you would care to follow me on social media, my Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter are all linked in the description box. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!